All right, let's kick things off. Welcome everybody to the day one showcase. Welcome to our studio audience and welcome to the audience that is viewing and watching asynchronously, virtually at a later date. Really excited to welcome you here into day one, into this event where we get to put on the stage the messy middle, founders who are building, iterating, growing, switching things up, doing all the real life things that founders are doing. And I'm really excited to have this batch of 6 founders share their startups that range from everything from SaaS to education to local businesses, everything in between. And that's kind of diversity that we really love here at Day One, is all kinds of businesses, founders in various stages of that early, messy part of the journey, but everybody kind of pulling together. And what you'll see here is the sum of quite a lot of work, a lot of collaboration, and some awesome evolution just in the last few weeks. So that's what we're here for. Excited to have this. I'm going to get out of the way. If I didn't say my name, I'm Andrew. I'm one of the founders and CEO of Day One. And I'm excited for what everyone's been building and to put them to let them have the stage and to show you what they've been up to. So that's the preamble. Let's dive in. I'm excited to welcome to the stage Savina Hawkins. Savina, I'm going to spotlight you for everyone. There you are. And do you have a slide? Do you have a slide? Yes, right? No slides. She's going to take it away. Amazing. So the floor is yours. I'm going to go on mute. Savina, kick us off.
All right, let's start with a quick show of hands. How many of you spend the bulk of your day in virtual recorded meetings? But also, how many of you regularly go through those transcripts or recordings to derive actionable insights? Looks about right. So the rise in remote work has filled our hard drives with countless meeting recordings. And this has been great for data capture, but not so much for insights. To extract real value from these recorded conversations, we need to analyze them. But who has the time to spend weeks sifting through transcripts? Hi, I'm Savina. I'm an AI workflow automation specialist, most recently at an AI lab at Meta. And my co-founder, Michael, is an AI pipeline architecture specialist, most recently working with NVIDIA. All this jargon means that we're probably the biggest AI and research nerds out there. Together, we built Altus, which is an AI-driven platform that effortlessly transforms your virtual meetings into actionable insights. Imagine wrapping up a meeting and an insightful analysis of all the action items and the key learnings appears in your inbox just moments later. But that's just for everyday conversations. Think about those really important projects at work, like landing an important sale, developing a business partnership with a lucrative target, or even deciding to pivot your business. Now imagine that same solution with just a few clicks can also find those complex patterns across all these conversations you've been having, ensuring that your team is making the best and most informed decisions at every turn of the journey. The market for actionable insights for meetings is huge, but most current solutions are very manual and very low quality. So we spent the last 2 years developing a unique AI innovation and filed a utility patent on it. With all great opportunities, there's a lot of noise. So we used our research skills to locate the perfect, lucrative, overlooked wedge into this massive opportunity, a niche which I conveniently happen to work in. This niche offers a unique opportunity for 2 main reasons. First, it's not well known. Had any of you heard of an AI workflow automation specialist before this call? And second, most builders just aren't capable of meeting this niche's complex requirements. The niche is so critical of the products they use that they'd rather spend weeks doing manual work than use a tool they don't value. But we know our audience. So we started by building the most complex version of our product first. In June, we started demoing and giving free trials of that product, and the reaction has been incredible. Our customers describe Altus as a dream product. 95% of outreach immediately converts to demo. And out of all of those who completed their free trials, they've converted to paid design partners. Today, we have a pre-qualified list of nearly 2,000 in-network leads waiting in our outreach queue and hundreds of thousands in our backlog. Our lead magnets are only adding to that number with each passing day. But there's a bottleneck. As a mostly bootstrapped team, we're working nights and weekends to meet this demand. And there simply aren't enough hours in the day for me to service this level of demand alone. This is why we're seeking investment from strategic angel investors. We need to unblock our growth, bring our team on full time so we can lean into the demand and execute our unique strategy. Join us on our journey to transform the way we derive value from our conversations. Together, we can turn every virtual meeting into a goldmine of actionable insights with Altus.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Savina, for kicking us off. Who knew we were going to kick off with an AI startup in the midst of the AI boom? But let's be serious, having an actual use case that's grounded in deep experience. It's actually one that's very close and near and dear to my heart, user research. And I'm so excited for this. That's a tool I'm personally going to be signing up for very soon. I am on that wait list. So Savina, thank you so much for starting us off. And what an awesome presentation. This is what we do. We're going to move right along. Stuart Barrass is going to be coming up next and talking about Kaizen learning. Stuart, when you come off mute, I'm going to spotlight you right now.
Hello.
All right. Do you have any slides?
No, I'm just going to speak.
Just going to speak again. All right. Amazing. Stuart, please take it away.
Hello, everyone. My name is Stuart Barrass. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Kaizen Languages. I'm currently based in London in the UK, but I'm actually from New Zealand, where I studied languages, in particular Japanese. I was very fortunate and was able to move to Japan and study at a Japanese university. When I arrived, I actually realized, despite spending 3 years at a university learning the language, I couldn't hold a conversation. But why did this happen? Well, it happens to many language learners, and it's because we do not get enough speaking practice. For a language like Japanese, it takes over 2,500 hours of speaking practice. For Spanish, it's around 700 hours. Current methods are either too focused on the academic and vocabulary and grammar, and in your typical classroom environment, you may speak for 5 minutes out of the hour, or if you are using an app, it's probably gamified and focused on keeping your attention on vocabulary. This is a massive problem. There are currently over 2 billion people worldwide learning a language, but only 2% of them will actually succeed. And if you do succeed, the rewards are real. The average salary can increase by 30%, and in certain countries can even double. And what's more is Kaizen Languages is going to fix this, because currently the language learning model is broken. So Kaizen Languages is an app available on iOS and Android, but what's really unique about it is our AI tutors. They teach English, Spanish, and Japanese, and they fix your communication errors from pronunciation, spelling, grammar, and even cultural errors in real conversations. So you learn through doing and learn through speaking. We've already had an amazing uptake. We've had over 2.5 million conversations with our AI platform, and we've had over 10 million exercise sessions completed, with over 500,000 downloads across 180 countries. But that's all great, but does it work? Well, that's where things get even more exciting. The University of Massachusetts actually did a study and verified that within 3 weeks of using Kaizen Languages, the learners could actually hold a real conversation like they had with the AI with a real person in the real world. This is the ultimate test for any language learning app. And our learners also love the app. They rated us 4.8 stars on the App Store, which is higher than the market leaders Duolingo or Babbel. But retention and habit forming are also key areas for consumer apps. And this is where things get really impressive. Over 5% of our learners actually pay for a premium subscription, but our learners actually stick around, with many who've used Kaizen Languages every day for over a year, and our monthly churn rate is currently 6% and dropping even further. This already matches the market leaders and is getting closer to Spotify, which is at 4% after a decade. AI language learning is fundamentally at an inflection point, and AI is making it more dynamic and personalized than ever before. And Kaizen Languages is the team that are going to take advantage of this trend and take it to the next level. We're about to expand our capabilities even further and adding 3 new languages, French, German, and Chinese, which will cover 90% of the language learning market in terms of dollar spend. And we're also currently raising our seed round for $2 million to invest in developing our AI platform and adding more languages. For investors and anyone interested to learn more about Kaizen Languages, I'd love to talk to you. My email is stuart@kaizenlanguages.com. You can also use the QR code on screen. And for any language learners who'd like to give Kaizen Languages a try, it's free, you've got nothing to lose, and we'd love your feedback. Also, you can use the QR code on screen. Thank you.
So good. Stuart, thank you so much. I think we have audience members already looking to sign up. My years of Spanish were were all for naught, and I think this is why. So I wish Kaizen had been around 100%. Also, I think we're going to have to basically stop calling out AI startups, because it's just going to be the power, the fuel behind everything. And so love that, Stuart, Savina. I don't actually think there's any more AI startups, but no, there are. We're going to come up along a little bit later, but exciting stuff to be working with founders who are really at the cutting edge across education, across user research. And now we're going to flip the script and get into an entirely different arena with what Matilda Nerén is building. So switch gears. Matilda, come up on the stage. I'm going to hit the spotlight for you.
Thank you.
And you're live. Please take it away.
Hi, everyone. My name is Matilda Nerén, and I'm a former champion in boxing. I was turning professional in New York when a back injury forced me to quit. And as a boxer, you have to be a fast thinker, you have to be strategic, and also a risk taker, which you have to be as an entrepreneur. So I replaced my contract in New York by co-founding a health app for B2B, and that came very natural for me. But this time it started at the fighting gym. So it was my first visit since my retirement 10 years ago. And I met the elite and also Sweden's rising UFC star Khamzat Chimaev. He lived at the gym, he barely had money for food, and he was determined to become the best in the world. So he was selling t-shirts. And the result of the sales raised this curiosity of mine to find a better way of helping him to connect with his fans. So I started my research and I talked to MMA fans. From that, I learned that they really value the encountering of their fighter. I also learned that they don't buy collectibles today because they don't find current offer exclusive, fashionable, and too basic. So from that feedback, I created a prototype to make it more exclusive and to help them connect in a more unique way by turning the actual fighter, such as their cauliflower ear, fist, or foot, into an exclusive collectible. And the prototypes I've created have already been sold in UAE and the US. So the next step is to continue the user research and to learn more about fandom. And I already know the fighters and would love to know more about collectors of sports memorabilia and MMA fans that attend the fights. So if you are one, or if you know anyone, please get in touch with me at matilda@medici.co. I'm going to send it in the chat as well, so you have it. And I look forward to hear from you.
Fantastic. I love it. I love when there's such an alignment between passion, background, network connections, and what you're going to be building next, and just leaning into what comes natural, leaning into problems, and then doing all the work. And so excited to highlight what Matilda is building. Again, if you're whether it's MMA or boxing or any of these combat sports, if you're a fan, please get in touch, because what she's building is almost certainly for you in one degree or another. And so really appreciate that, Matilda. Thanks for sharing and pitching and putting it all together. All right, let's move right along. Next up, we have Donna Caruso, again, bringing another angle of a business model and a type of business that we love to support here across Day One. Donna, I'm going to put you on the spotlight. You ready to rock? Okay, take it away.
Well, imagine you're in your mid-30s and you find yourself unable to walk without pain or can barely stand up from a seated position. And I know this sounds dramatic, but it's exactly what happened to my husband after he ran 1,000 miles in competitive long distance running. And we knew there had to be a way to get him back to that youthful and athletic lifestyle that he was used to. Hi, I'm Donna Caruso. I'm the co-founder of 11th Element Relaxation Spa in Northeast Pennsylvania. And we know now that this is ultimately how our concept of our spa was born. So after several months of research, we found articles and podcasts interviewing this doctor that did stem cell treatments down in the country of Panama. And it really was a no-brainer for us. We booked our flight to meet the clinic team and to begin his injections. And to say that the results were immediate and overnight is no exaggeration at all. We knew that we had to continue this path of health self-care after we returned home. So we started looking for services that would assist in maintaining that lifestyle that didn't include the heavy medications, the ongoing hospital visits, or treatments. So we started with float tank therapy for his muscle and joint pain. And then we added infrared saunas to detox. And then we added salt rooms for his respiratory health and hygiene. And then after a few years, we decided to move back to my hometown in Wyoming Valley of northeastern Pennsylvania. And we wanted to create something here for this community by improving their quality of life. So we started to build out and created a website that explained all of our services, our benefits, and what our clients would expect during each of those services. And by incorporating all of these under one roof, it was kind of unheard of in this area at the time, but we knew we were onto a growing trend. And so we held our grand opening November 1st, 2019. And everybody knows what happens. 4.5 months later, the world shut down. And so we had just invested a significant amount of our own personal savings for this build out in our brand. And we knew we had no choice really but to make this work. So building back our client list and our appointment schedule, it was slow, but we worked tirelessly and we did everything we could to stay engaged online, in person, and in spa events here. So after several months of client requests, adding a variety of massages modalities, it was a clear need. And in fact, the American Massage Therapy Association asked, why do customers get a massage? An astounding 48% of respondents said they get their massages for a health or wellness concern. Recently, we again added another service that helps our clients with skin conditions, irritations that oftentimes leave them kind of feeling vulnerable and insecure in social settings. Because at the end of the day, our main goal is to treat people with dignity, respect, and give them services that they need to kind of live their life with confidence. So we've become a trusted partner over these last 4 years for local AAA teams in hockey and baseball, our local high school and collegiate teams, as well as tired moms and dads. And it's interesting that the longer that we're in this business, the more I realize it's not fluff, it's not pampering that we provide during their appointments. Sometimes it's really just the need that people have to be able to function for a normal life. Since our grand opening, we've grown 124%, and in 2023, we're projected to grow an additional 52% based on our first quarter sales and our trends. We're beginning to outgrow our current location, and we're starting to consider additional locations nationwide. We're adding quality partners. This would fast track our ability to help more people in a shorter time frame. So if our mission of wellness for all sounds interesting to any of you, we invite you to reach out directly to learn more about 11th Element. Thank you.
Donna, what an awesome story. I've heard that, but I just love to hear it every single time. The resilience, when hard things come and you're forced to do what is good business, staying close to your customer, doing just amazing customer service, leaning into these solutions that are not just nice to haves, but need to haves, and the growth is deserved. And so it's so exciting. I'm excited for your next stage and to continue having those chart topping months, month after month. So exciting stuff. Also, if you're in the Wilkes-Barre, Scranton area, go get a massage. Don't miss that. Don't miss out on that. Thank you, Donna. So good. All right. From one health and wellness business to the next, that's my awesome segue. Danny Phantom is here to talk about well-beings. So Danny, I'm going to put you on spotlights. Check. You're on mute. Come off mute. You're ready. Take it away, please.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and stand. I got a lot of energy today, so hope you guys don't mind. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Danny, and I am the founder of Wellbeings, which is a gamified wellness app that makes mastering self-improvement simple, but more importantly, sustainable. Almost a decade ago, I lost a friend to mental health struggles. Since then, I've lost more friends, family members, and classmates that I can count on one hand. Yesterday, we were told by a GP at Antler that they look for founders that are willing to commit the next 10 years of their life to their vision. Well, this is exactly where I plan on spending my time. My professional career has offered me incredible opportunities, from being the youngest senior leader at a multi-billion-dollar tech company for the last 6 years to crowdfunding more than $17 million for Web3 brands. I am grateful for these opportunities, but if you haven't been able to tell by now, I'm here to change and save lives. I want everyone to think back to the pandemic. Think about the fear, uncertainty, and stress that we all experienced at a global scale. Let's call it what it is. Our mental health took a beating, and many of our wellness journeys were derailed. General health is on the decline, yet we have more wellness resources than ever. Around 40 million people in the United States receive mental health services such as therapy, but 95 million people in the US are using wellness apps on a monthly basis. This tells us that people are more likely to turn to the most accessible option, yet wellness apps today have the lowest retention rate across all categories. The truth is, what exists today is not working. Now, don't just take my word for it. We've received customer feedback from over 500 different customers that have stopped using wellness apps in the last year. We've not only validated that this problem exists, but we're ready to address the core problems that contribute to low retention, such as distractions, lack of routine, and just feeling overwhelmed. What we learned is people are desperate for a wellness app that is effective and sustainable long-term, and our customer discovery gives us a cutting edge to solve that problem. Our studies show that in the last year, 73% of wellness app users have uninstalled at least 2 apps because the apps are not engaging, which results in users losing motivation after a short period of time. As a result of our extensive customer discovery, what we know that our competitors have yet to figure out is how to keep people to show up every single day. Our solution is to take better care of yourself and have fun doing it. Well-Beings helps you stay accountable by completing daily tasks to build streaks. Higher streaks means unleashing the power of consistency and earning exclusive rewards from your favorite brands. We've already established partnerships with global companies such as HelloFresh, Anytime Fitness, and more. Your wellness journey can also be pretty lonely. With Well-Beings, you can compete with friends and meet your goals together. But at the end of the day, our goal is to deliver real results and real value to our users. Our team of wellness and psychology experts are focused on changing your wellness habits and behaviors by building mastery over basic daily skills and tackling larger obstacles over time. Well-Beings creates customized experiences for each user to make sure you're meeting your goals while completing tasks you specifically enjoy. Gamification is a powerful tool. A recent Harvard study showed that challenge-based gamification can improve your individual performance by 89%. One of our favorite case studies is Duolingo. Historically, learning a language was never really described as fun or addictive. Now imagine a world where taking better care of yourself is considered fun and addictive. This is just the beginning of our journey. We're looking to raise pre-seed funding from VCs that believe in our vision. I'll leave you all with this. The difference between you and your wellness goals are your habits. So let's achieve our goals together. Thank you.
I absolutely want to stand up now and talk because Danny brought the energy. He had it. It's I think all over the screen. That's amazing. So needed, so important, Danny. Again, the alignment of the passion and the journey, the clarity of what you're going to do, and then just the, you know, I'm a huge fan of just doing the unfun, messy middle stuff, the work, and I don't know, I'm probably a broken record, but I'm so excited for what you're building because I can see you putting in all the right steps, Danny. Amazing stuff. Quickly, we are at that was our penultimate pitch, and we are here with our final pitch. Last but certainly not least, I'm going to invite to the stage Mariam Nusrat from Breshna. And she is going to tell us all about her platform for making engaging learning games. So, Mariam, let me get you on the spotlight.
Thank you so much, Andrew. Hi, everyone. Thank you for sticking around. Super excited to be here. So let me just get started. So did you know that every single one of you in this room right now can make your own video games without writing a single line of code? Hi, I'm Mariam Nusrat, and I am transforming the video games industry so that people like you and I can make our video games at lightning speed. Now, why should we care? We care because games are powerful communication tools. We just heard from Danny. The impact that games have on our brains far transcends the virtual boundaries in which we play them. And that is what makes them so powerful for not just entertainment, but education, social marketing, social impact marketing, and training. So we realize that one of the things we're seeing is that games are not being mainstream for a purpose beyond entertainment. And the reason for that is time, money, and skills. Money always has something to do with it. It often takes hundreds of thousands of dollars several months in a very large gaming team to create simple middle tier video games. We are changing that with Breshna.io. Breshna is a platform that empowers users to create their own educational, marketing, social impact video games without writing a single line of code. So Breshna is no code, free of cost, and it moves at lightning speed. So the lightning is actually where Breshna gets its name. The word means lightning in the Pashto language, which is my mother tongue. So Breshna is transforming how video games are created, which is with no code, and used for a purpose beyond entertainment. So think about a math teacher that wants to make math learning fun. She can actually create a Super Mario-like video game where you're catching all the even numbers and you're dodging the odd numbers and you're having a whole lot of fun doing it. In a similar way, with Breshna, people can engage their audience in a fun and impactful way. So think of it like the Canva for video games. Now, we've only been incorporated for less than 2 years, but guys, we've made mad progress. We have more than 137,000 users that have made more than 120,000 video games on the platform. We've also raised $2.5 million in seed funding from amazing investors like Paris Hilton and Randy Zuckerberg and Bill Ackman's family office. This money has given us runway for the next 24 months, and it allowed us to 10x our growth targets. And the best part is that the best is yet to come. So one of the things that our users kept asking for was not just the ability to create their games, but also to showcase them and monetize them. So this September, we're launching the Breshnaverse, which is a carnival-themed metaverse where people will be able to have their own carnival stands and display their games and showcase them and share them with their friends and also monetize them. We're also building, you guessed it, an AI platform that allows people to create video games with a simple text prompt. So Breshna Blitz is a text-to-game engine that allows people to create video games at an even faster pace. Like lightning speed just got so much faster. The roadmap of 2023 also unlocks 4 revenue channels for us. So think about digital land sales, immersive advertisements, a subscription revenue model, as well as content creation, the monetization that people will get from it. We have a revenue share from that. Now, while the journey for Breshna is just beginning, I have more than 15 years of experience in the education space, working at the World Bank across 22 different countries, Sub-Saharan Africa, South Asia, and Middle East, and also running a social impact gaming studio, where we created games on menstrual health. So you're catching pads with a pair of undies, or animal welfare, climate action, and financial literacy. For this work, I've been recognized on the Forbes Next 1000 Entrepreneur list, and I've also received the Clinton Global Initiative Honor Roll Alumni Award. I am doing this work with a team of 25 passionate game developers and designers. We're diverse, we're capital efficient, and we're highly motivated. Today, I'm looking for 2 kinds of connections. Firstly, if you're a Series A investor that likes the space of no-code content creation, edtech, AI, gaming, Web3 gaming, we would love to talk to you because we're building relationships for our next round. Secondly, if you're in education or a social impact organization, or you know someone in those areas, we'd love to connect for anyone who's trying to unleash the power of video games for education or social impact. We are on a journey to empower the next 100 million people so that they can tell their stories through video games. And my question to you is, are you game? Thank you so much.
Wow. I kept saying cool, cool, cool so many times at every single moment, whether it was the traction, whether it was the next rollout and the launch, just the whole vision. I'm so bought in. Games, gaming. I think anyone who looks around knows that gaming is just a huge part of so many people's lives, whether you're an adult or you're a kid or anything in between. And to create the Canva for gaming, the no code tool, so that this is just democratized across the globe. I think a lot of people are going to hear it here first. Breshna is going to be a name brand. You heard me call it. So, wow, that was awesome. Just rapid fire. I hope you are just brimming with energy, with inspiration, with ideas, connections. Reach out to anybody, find them on LinkedIn, find them on Twitter. Everyone is just waiting, would love to be engaged with you, whether it's a collaboration or a connection, and follow along. Dive into these services, make a game, can connect for future customer discovery conversations, learn a language. Absolutely. Right. So let me wrap up and give everybody the rest of their hour back. This was the Day One Founder Showcase. And if you're a founder and you want to be in a group of founders like this and have a journey to refine your pitch, dig in with your customer, level up, learn all the different things that founders are doing along their journey, come talk to us here at Day One. My co-founder Rahul and I would love to jam with you, chat, hear about your journey, and talk about how Day One could be in your corner and supporting you on this journey. So that's Day One. Amazing. Congratulations again to all the founders for the last 4 weeks completing this journey, and completing this chunk of the journey, and for everything that's to come, all the big things that are happening next down the road. So with that, we'll call it a day. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you around, and thanks for being here. Amazing stuff. I'm so inspired. All right. Bye, everybody. Cheers. Take care.